Hello everyone and welcome to Full Throttle Remastered. Fuck yeah, one of the greatest point and click adventure games of the 90s, originally released in 1996 I think, or 1995. I remember when this game first came out and I was probably about 10 years old. I saw the game featured on the front of a PC Games magazine and I thought it was the most amazing looking front cover of a magazine that I'd ever seen. And I got this magazine, I think it had a demo of the game on it, and I got this thing home and I played it, and I didn't actually realise it was in fact a point and click adventure game by LucasArts, which was a thing that I already loved at that time. I thought it was like some badass action game or something, but this is a really special and unique game. The only thing I remember being a negative about this game is it's ridiculously short. It's like as long as a movie. It's only maybe about 3 or 4 hours long, but you know what? So's Day of the Tentacle, and that doesn't stop that being one of the greatest point and click games ever made, right? So what we've got here is a futuristic sort of Mad Max style diesel punk cyberpunk dystopian future of biker gangs, but it has a bit of Mad Max, a bit of like RoboCop evil corporations, a bit of Easy Rider, kind of classic Hells Angels bikers and shit, and it's presented with the narrative style of a classic film noir. And I know that you're quaking in your boots right now thinking, holy shit, hang on a second, nothing can be as good as that sounds. But let me tell you, this game pulls it off, right? Okay, this is an amazing fucking game, and I am not going to dilly-dally for any longer. Fuck the system, fuck the politicians, fuck the corporations, let's play Full Throttle. I'm going to start a new game and headbang to the theme song. See you in a minute.
Whenever I smell asphalt, I think of Marine. That's the last sensation I had before I blacked out. The thick smell of asphalt. And the first thing I saw when I woke up was her face. She said she'd fix my bike. Free. No strings attached. I should have known then that things are never that simple. Yeah, when I think of Marine, I think of two things. Asphalt and trouble.
Rip Burger, you're dumber than dirt.
Oh, Mr. Corley, if you'd only listen to my plan, my vision.
I know your plan, Rip Burger. You're waiting for me to die so you can take over my company.
Oh, sir, that's horrible. I am not waiting for you to die.
You know I've never liked you, Rip. But you have business know-how and killer instincts that I respect.
Why, thank you, sir.
But this latest idea of yours, riding up to our shareholders' meeting with a gang of bikers? Who do you think you're fooling?
The shareholders, sir. It's good PR to be seen hobnobbing with real Corley Motors customers.
What do you know about our customers, Adrian? You've never even been on a bike.
Well, you know I'd be on one right now, sir, if it weren't for my destabilizing inner ear condition.
Ah, your ears are fine. It's what's between them that scares me. Now there go some boys I could ride with. Step on it. Let's find out who they are.
December 61, my dad wages live. Still on that salary, we all for pussy time. Right now, if you track on that dirty sing, well,
Hey, Ben. You know, Ben, we're broke.
Yeah?
And if some cash doesn't come our way soon, we're in big trouble.
Relax. I have a feeling something's coming our way. Something big.
You better stay out here, Rip. This place is bikers only. All right. Who's the guy that drove over my car?
What could possibly be taking so long?
Maybe old man Corley got himself in trouble.
Yeah, maybe they took the old guy out back and worked him over with a 2x4.
An appealing notion, but improbable. More likely he's boring them to death with some tale of the glory days.
But Malcolm, isn't that illegal?
Not back then, it wasn't.
So who do you ride with these days?
He rides with me. Although I'm sure he'd much rather be riding with your little club.
I told you to wait out in the limo, Rip Burger.
I thought you might like some help with your sales pitch, sir.
Sales pitch?
Yes, we have come here today to offer you and your men employment. Mr. Corley requires an escort to the annual Corley Motors shareholders meeting.
Does this look like an escort service to you?
You would be well compensated for your time, of course.
Not interested.
It's fairly obvious that you could use the money.
Listen, I said we're not for rent. The polecats are not goons for hire.
Not even if it were Malcolm Corley's dying wish.
Rip Burger? That does it. I'm gonna...
Hold on there, Malcolm. If you don't mind, I'd like to step outside with Mr. Ripburger for a little chat.
Excellent idea. And the doctor says he only has a few months to live.
That's bad news for all of us. He's not just a nice guy. He's also the last motorcycle maker in the country. What happens to Corley Motors if he dies?
Don't worry. I have a plan. And if you come to the shareholders' meeting with us, you'll find out what it is.
No dice, Ripburger. The polecats are not thugs for rent. If you want to buy muscle, you should go find the Rottweilers.
The old man says it's the polecats or nothing.
Then I guess it'll have to be nothing.
And that's your last word?
That's it.
Well, I'd like to make you just one final offer. Bolus, take this coat and go get his motorcycle. We'll have to tie up this little 200-pound loose end. It will need to look like an accident.
That stuffed shirt actually thinks I'll leave him in control of Corley Motors when I go. Boy, is he in for a surprise.
Hey, where's Ben going?
Your colleague has decided to accept our generous offer after all. As a matter of fact, he's gone on ahead to scout out the route.
He did?
Well then, let's roll 'em, boys. Yahoo! Corville, here we come.
Alright, we're playing, guys, finally. Not that I didn't enjoy the hell out of that shit. Interesting that it has a DualShock 4 here on the picture for the PC version, but never mind. We can use a DualShock 4 here if we want to. DualShock 4 is my preferred controller, but I'm using the mouse. That's what I grew up with, that's what I'm used to. So I want to say a couple of things before we get started. We will get started in just a second, but I just want to say, first of all, the voice acting in this game is absolutely stellar, and I could go on all day about all of the great voice acting performances in this game, but I do just want to mention one in particular, which of course is Ripburger, voiced by the one and only Mr. Mark Hamill, Mr. Luke Skywalker himself, one of the greatest voice actors of all time. This is one of his greatest and most underrated voice acting performances, and the game is worth playing just for hearing Mark Hamill's amazing voice and penchant for playing really, really creepy villains. Anyway, we are in a dumpster. We can punch the sides of the dumpster all we like. We can punch the top, and we can get out, and we can start playing. Now, this is the first LucasArts adventure game to use the verb coin. In the old school control style, if you hold down the mouse on one of these things, you get this what's called a verb coin. This was used in the Curse of Monkey Island as well, but this was the first game to use it, and in this case it's a tattoo, so you can see look at, talk to, or generally, you know, taste or eat, pick up or handle, and use feet in general on this. So we can, the way that we interact is not with words, it's just with like physical actions,
I'm not putting my lips on that.
as you can see. The first thing we're going to do is go around here and go into the bar, and we can boot the door down.
I fixed your door. It was sticky.
Look, I don't want no trouble. Just leave me out of this mess.
Okay, should comment right now, probably. Now is as good a time as any to comment on the graphics, because the character models look so good in this remastered version, but this is one of those games, in fact, like The Curse of Monkey Island, which I just mentioned, which really doesn't need remastering. The graphics were 100% perfect and flawless as they were. But now that I look at them remastered, I have to say that actually the background scenes are so much more well defined here that it actually makes it reduces the sort of pixel hunting aspect of this game. So I can say that for that reason alone, this remastered version is worth existing.
Looks like you're out of customers.
Yeah, your gang took off with those well-dressed gentlemen. So what'll it be, Mac?
Where'd everybody head off to?
What am I, the cruise director? Maybe they're up on the Lido deck.
I think you're in on this whole bum deal.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do about it? What do you have?
I want to know who knocked me out.
Maybe you just passed out. You should learn to handle your liquor. You want something?
What do you got for a headache?
A little sympathy,
Thanks.
but not much.
I've never liked nose rings.
Me neither, but someone dared me.
You know what might look better on your nose?
What?
The bar. Now don't mess around with me.
All right. I got your keys, but I don't know nothing. They had guns. They told me to stall you as long as possible.
Why?
I don't know. I overheard them say something about an ambush up the road.
What else?
Nothing. Look, man, here are your keys, all right? Oh, someone did say something about killing you and making it look like an accident.
They didn't do too good of a job there. But why ambush the polegats? I'd better get moving.
Awesome. So badass, man. There's really no game like this in the sense that this is a very much just a classic adventure game in every way, but it's so badass to be able to like rough people up and talk dirty to them, talk trash to them. I don't really know the terminology because I'm a little bourgeois English boy, but it's so cool to like play as such a badass character, but one who has so much pathos. You really sympathise with him, and he's not a total dick. I love it. We're gonna move on. We got the keys to our bike. We're gonna use the keys to our bike on the bike. And we've got another badass cutscene coming up.
indestructible. No one can stop me. But they try.
Hey, ain't you the #1 polecat honcho?
Yeah, and you're in my way.
Well, get used to it, bud. When the Rottweilers hit the road, we own it.
Look, I'm serious. Someone's ambushing the polecats.
Someone's ambushing the polecats? Oh, heavens! Whatever will we do?
That does it.
Come on, kitty! Let's get down!
Okay, so what we've got here is one of the, an introduction to the action sequences. I'm moving the mouse left and right to sway left and right, and I'm going to fail here just to show you what happens. If you go off the road, you derail like so, and it just starts again. Also, if you lose the kind of beat 'em up thing, you can kick, you can switch your weapon, you can kick up or punch. You later, easy, easy fucking peasy. Pretty fun, but it's like, you know, it gives it a bit of action.
I'd like to make you just
Something about making it look like an accident. Something about killing you and making it look like an accident.
I have a plan.
They had guns.
Malcolm Corley's dying wish.
Something about an ambush up the road.
I have a plan.
Oh.
Man, this is gruesome. My editor better print these in color. Now I have to get you some help, I suppose. Ah, quit moaning. I know someone around here who can fix anything.
What are you?
I'm a mechanic, and apparently a pretty good doctor as well. My name's Maureen.
My name's Ben. Why did you hit me over the head, Maureen?
You were in an accident. A reporter found you and brought you and your bike here.
My bike? What have you done with my bike?
Brought it back from the dead. Sort of like what I did with you. I need a little help getting it finished, though.
Who are you?
Maureen, remember? If that's too hard, maybe you should just stick with Mo.
Do you have a last name?
I prefer not to use it. What about you?
Same deal.
Then it's Ben and Mo forever, I guess.
This an authorized Corley Service Center?
You could call this a Corley Service Center, but I don't have the official paperwork.
Ah, an illegitimate Corley operation.
I prefer to think of it as a renegade Corley operation.
You live in this town?
Well, Melonweed's not much of a town. What's left of it is sinking about a foot a year. People either learn to adjust, or they leave, which is fine with me.
Not a people person?
I'm just better with toasters, that's all.
Where'd you learn bikes?
I grew up working on them with my dad. One summer we did nothing but restore this old hardtail together. I mean, we scrubbed every bolt until it shined. But he took off one day and he never came back. So I switched to toasters. You seem more concerned with me than your bike.
How's it look?
It looks better than it did, but you gotta help me out. The front forks are wasted, so you'll have to get some new ones. And someone stole my welding torch. Can you believe that? I can't finish without one. And last but not least, I patched up your ruptured gas tank, but you're out of fuel and I don't have any.
I gotta get out of this town, fast.
Trouble with the law?
Not in this county.
Then what's the hurry?
My gang's in trouble.
Polecats?
How'd you know that?
Big emblem on the back of your jacket.
They're headed for an ambush, so I gotta catch 'em.
We better get this bad boy back on the road then, huh?
I don't have any money to pay you with.
Hey, this one's free. I haven't touched anything besides a toaster for so long. Getting my hands on your hog has really been a pleasure.
Well, thanks.
Don't sweat it.
Where am I supposed to find all this stuff?
You can hack it, tough guy.
How am I supposed to find your torch?
I don't know, set up a dragnet. Still can't believe someone would steal my torch. Who around here would do a thing like that?
You're right. No problem.
Good.
Well, I'll let you get back to work.
Let me know if you need any aspirin or anything.
So awesome, man. I'm so into the atmosphere of this game. I really am. It's so badass. Just the voice acting. You know, the guy who plays the voice of Ben is a guy called Roy Conrad, who sadly died before this remastered game came out. So we'll never know the remastered greatness of his voice, which we are hearing right now in this video. I can do a little bit more before I end this episode. We've got 3 objectives here before the bike can be repaired. We've got to get gas, forks, and what was the other thing? The other thing. Anyway, I picked up the gas tank, right? Picked up the gas can there, and there's a hose just here as well. We'll take that too, and we will leave this room.
Oh, good. You're not dead yet. I might still get a quote.
I heard you saved my life.
Yeah, but don't worry. I wasn't trying to. I was just looking for some nice roadside disaster photos, and you helped.
Who'd want a picture of me bleeding?
It's not the blood. It's the way you were, all twisted up like a pretzel.
Listen, I've got to stop an ambush.
Ambush? Really? Where?
Somewhere between here and Corville. My crew is escorting some VIPs to the Corley Motors shareholders meeting, and there's an ambush waiting for them somewhere up the road.
Yeah?
This is hard for me. I need...
Come on, man, spit it out.
Could you give me a ride in your car? I've got to stop this ambush.
You're right. We have to get to the ambush, all right. But I'm afraid I'm without wheels at the moment.
How did you get us here?
Hitched.
Well, I'd better be going.
All right, drive safe now.
Find us a ride yet?
No.
Fair enough. Poor old Ben. He really hates cars. He's a motorbike man. Born and bred. Shut that mailbox. You sneaky bitch.
Thanks for the lift. Now I got a quote for you.
Pretty good quote. Okay, I'm going to end this episode here, you guys. Next time we are going to explore the town of Melonweed and get the 3 things that we need to fix Ben's bike. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Full Throttle Remastered. If you did, the best way to show your support is to hit like, subscribe for more, and I will see you next time. Take care, and goodbye.